Hi, I'm Eric Colette from A Mind for All Seasons, and I'm here in our beautiful brain therapy studio, which unfortunately we had to temporarily shut down during the COVID-19 crisis. But I'm excited to let you know that we're fully open again, and we are continuing forward with our work to change lives one brain at a time. I want to give you a little bit of background on our brain therapy studio and then show you a quick tour so that you know the things that we have to offer here. For the last several years, my business partner, Vawdrey, who is our Chief Medical Officer, and I have been working on a research-based multimodal treatment approach to help people living with dementia or those who want to prevent it to really improve their cognitive health. And we've had phenomenal results with people. We've seen some people go from cognitive scores of 16 out of 30 up to 30 out of 30 and move out of their assisted living facilities back home. But not everybody that we were treating was doing as well as some of the others. And so we started trying to consider what else we could do to help them function better. And that led us to look into a number of medical devices, many of which have been used for decades, that improve things like blood flow and energy production and other factors that we knew could help people's bodies do better and live with less pain and heal faster, as we did the other treatment protocols that we've been doing for a while. So we started buying medical devices and using them with clients in their homes, and we started getting better results with people. So we thought, hey, the time is right to build a brain therapy studio that collects the very best of these tools that we have in one place. So now there's a comprehensive place that people can come and get the treatments that will make a difference in how their brain functions, how their immune system functions, how their quality of life comes together as they continue getting older. And we are really excited to share it with the world. So let's take a little tour and I'll show you around some of the toys that we have here. One of the things that we do right up front when we're working with people is to do a very broad panel of labs so that we can establish a baseline of what's going on as far as nutrients and hormones and what inflammatory markers are elevated. Is someone dealing with toxic exposures? What's going on with their thyroid and so on? And we write a very comprehensive treatment summary based on that, and we call it a roadmap. Kind of tells you how to get from point A to point B. It's like the user manual for your body. And that gives us a good baseline, but we also want to know how people are functioning cognitively. We want objective measures that allow us to tell whether someone's actually improving. So this is our testing station, and when people come here to the brain therapy studio, one of the first things we do is to establish how they're doing cognitively as a baseline. So we'll do a computer-based testing program, and it's kind of like a trip to a neuropsychologist's office so that we can get really numerical, hard data on how someone is performing on a whole battery of neuropsychological tests. We also have a balance plate that we can use to test people's balance. It's very simple, and it allows us to recognize whether someone is really at risk for falls and to put a treatment plan in place to help them be less likely to fall. Once we've established our baseline and we've put together the treatment program, then in addition to helping people eat differently and exercise more and do things that are cognitively stimulating and deal with sleep apnea and get plenty of sleep, then we also want to use the medical devices I mentioned earlier to just function better. So let me introduce you to some of those devices. Over here we have our exercise with oxygen therapy station. We are really excited about this. This is one of my favorite things. Everyone knows that exercise is really important for cognitive health, but we sort of amplify the effectiveness of it when we give people oxygen. So we connect this bag, which goes to some concentrators, to a hose that connects to a mask, kind of like a CPAP mask that people wear while they exercise. And that allows us, through the procedures that we use, to increase the amount of oxygen that's getting to various parts of the body, including the brain. And there's some good research on this that shows that we can increase the amount of oxygen getting to the brain by about 30%. And Randy and I felt that that would be really helpful in the context of dementia. Another thing that's helpful is this red light therapy station. So Dr. Hamblin at Harvard, Michael Hamblin, is considered the father of photobiomodulation, which is the process of using light to affect the body. So in the same way that sunlight hitting the skin causes the body to produce vitamin D, or that a jaundiced baby gets put under a blue light to deal with how the body is handling bilirubin, Dr. Hamblin found that red light affects mitochondrial functioning. That's the energy producers of our cells. And it's very anti-inflammatory and helps a lot with muscle recovery. It's extremely relaxing. So we lay people on the bed, we pull the light over them, we adjust the bed, turn it on, and they're off in a blissful, relaxing recovery mode that allows them to really calm inflammation. And dementia is an inflammatory condition, so we want to do everything we can to deal with that. Speaking of inflammation, we also use a technique called pulsed electromagnetic field therapy. And PEMF is powerful because it increases blood flow pretty significantly. When blood gets to various tissues, they heal better. And certainly blood getting to the brain is important, as I mentioned in our exercise with oxygen station. So this is another modality that allows us to improve blood flow. It allows us to calm inflammation a bit. It allows us to heal faster. And it's very good at helping people not experience so much pain. Sometimes people with dementia will strike out or get angry because they hurt. And we thought that it would be a really good idea to have something that helps with pain. So it's as simple as sitting on the chair, and we turn on this field generator, and we can even spot treat different areas. So like I run a lot, and I use this on my knees, and it's very helpful. I love it. It's so relaxing. And we've had tremendous success with those living with dementia or who are trying to prevent it, doing better as we use a device like that. Some people can use their hands better and they're not hurting so much. Continuing on, I'll take you to our AudioVisual Entrainment station. AudioVisual Entrainment has been around for quite a few years, actually, decades. And just as epileptics can have a seizure triggered by flashing lights, scientists learned years ago that for everyone else without seizure disorders, pulsing lights, sound, and electrical stimulation can cause the brain wave patterns to shift. And that is a powerful insight that we can leverage. So here we put clients in this comfortable chair. We'll put on these glasses that have LEDs in them. We use headphones and clips to the ear for mild electrical stimulation. And by dialing in the device to the brain waves that we're trying to help their brain shift into, we can help people that have a hard time sleeping or that have a hard time getting agitated late in the day. We can help them calm down. We've actually been able to see a number of people quit using medication or be able to greatly reduce the amount of medication they use by focusing earlier in the day on getting their brain to a calmer state. We've helped people sleep better as well by doing this kind of thing. So we'd love to let you come in and experience this for yourself. A couple more things and then we're through. This is our right eye station. A lot of people have been to the doctor and had the doctor move the hand up and down and say, "Follow my fingers." And when your doctor does that, he or she is doing a neurological test. The way that eyes track things is sort of a window to how a lot of other things are functioning. But you're relying on the clinician's eyes to follow yours and look for anomalies. We don't do that. We actually use a device that tracks your eyes mechanically. And as you look at the screen and follow a dot around, we're able to see different eye tracking anomalies. We can see if someone has actually healed from a concussion, or if they've got evidence of a stroke, or if they've got other problems showing up. So we get a report like this that shows what's going on with a person's eye tracking, and they get a link at home if there are problems to some exercises they can do on their computer that help correct this sort of thing. Finally, I want to take you to our sauna station. There's some good research out there that shows that countries that regularly use sauna therapy have lower rates of Alzheimer's disease. And we believe that part of that is because the skin is our largest organ of detoxification. And sweating is a powerfully good thing for the body. But a lot of older people don't sweat so much. So we get them over here to our brain therapy studio, get them in our far infrared sauna, and help them sweat. It also elevates the heart rate a little bit for most people, so it gives them some cardiovascular workout as well, in a way. Well, that's the brain therapy studio here at A Mind for All Seasons. We're excited that we're open again. We hope you'll come and find out more. Click the link below, and we'll be glad to share more information with you, and look forward to seeing you here sometime soon. Thanks for watching.